Alright. I think I've left enough time for people to join or whatever. I guess nobody's here, but that's okay. Hi guys, Lewted here with another dank stream. However, this week it's going to be a little bit different. Of course, there'll be Rome 2 gameplay. However, I might alternate. I did say to myself that I was going to do face cam, but changed my mind. Since I finally found the database files, I can talk about some of the things. Today we'll talk about speed and mass. Now somebody already found had a mod that shows you mass of units and their speed, but I can't find that mod, so I just found the files instead, and I'll be working with that. Now I already beat this campaign as the Lusitani, and I'm almost done with the Carthage campaign, but I wanted to start a new one as the Aravaci. Try some new tactics out, because Iberian warfare is pretty interesting.
War comes uninvited. Our high country now finds itself surrounded by Carthage and its puppet tribes. To hesitate now will mean destruction. With Carthage and Rome engaged in bitter conflict, there are three options open to us. Ally with Carthage in their war against Rome, join Rome and fight against Carthage, or stand against both. If we choose the latter, we must seek an alliance with the Celtic tribes to the northwest. But such an arrangement is risky. Aravaci lands would be the front line of any such conflict. The world has thrust war upon us, but now it will witness the fury of the Aravaci.
Alright. Pretty interesting. Iberian cav would be somewhat necessary to take down Iberian swords, slingers, maybe even javelin men. I guess we could wait.
For the tribe! Ready for orders!
Wilderness is our leader. Now, what the narrator was saying was you have three options. You can join Carthage and fight Rome, you can join Rome and fight Carthage, or you can fight both. I like the last option, fighting both. However, that's pretty tough. It's possible, but it's not like
Ready for orders!
I want to do it. Iberian swordsmen are pretty good for their price. They lack armor. They do lose in melee against Hastati, if I remember correctly. However, they are medium fast. I don't think Hastati are medium fast. I think they're just medium. Medium fast means that they have the speed of a light unit, which is why Celtic warriors can catch up to light units, and I'm going to be talking about that throughout the stream. But let me just see if Hastati are medium fast or medium. This might take a while, but it'll be quick. Alright, almost there. Here we are. Hastati. They are medium, so they do get outrun by Iberian swordsmen. Nothing wrong with that. So yesterday I was saying that the Germans have a distinct disadvantage against the Gallic tribes, and pretty much barbarians in general, when it comes to fighting them because of the fact that they don't have the same weapon damage.
Thirsty for battle.
The Gallic factions in particular have 40 weapon damage overall. And you'll notice this with all of them because they all have the Celtic longsword, Galatia, Nervi, and so on. When it comes to the Balkan factions, it's different. They have different weapons overall, with the exception of Tylus because they are mix, or they've integrated some of the Drusian Kingdom's units. Well, really only one, but they follow a similar principle to the Drusians. You know, hit hard and hit fast. Be fast, hit hard. That's what I mean.
My eyes are yours.
For the tribe.
However, with the Balkan factions, on average, their weapon damage isn't the same as the Gallic factions. The Gallic factions are more straightforward. You know, they'll do good in melee. They have better melee defense than the Romans on average, really. And yeah, just a bunch of things. They're more straightforward. With the Balkan factions, they're not as straightforward. The Drusian Kingdoms, or the Drusian Kingdom, is a glass cannon, hard-hitting faction. You know, they're very offensive, never defensive, really. Like, if you try to be defensive with them, you'll get overwhelmed. Thracian nobles are like the easiest to flank and hit in the rear. You know, they fall a lot faster than Oathsworn when you do that, so there's that. Now, back to the Germans. Yeah, let's go for that. So with the Germans, now I've said this a bunch of times, but I'll say it one more time. With the Germans, they're anti-infantry specialists. 3 of their 6 melee infantry units have a bonus versus infantry. 3 of them, 4 of them have a bonus versus infantry. 3 of them have clubs. Then the other one has the bonus infantry longsword. So the club units are club levy, which you can get in any settlement, assuming that it's a Germanic settlement and not a different culture. You have Bloodsworn. You know, they're light fast, so they move quickly. And then there's Wolf Warriors, medium infantry, pretty good. Before patch 17, Club Levy and Bloodsworn were both medium, and Wolf Warriors were medium as well. I think they were all medium fast, but that's what they were. No, let's do that. Because you never know when you need Iberian Spearmen. And it was really hard for the Germans.
Match me.
The Germans used to struggle a lot because they weren't fast enough to do what they can do now. Pretty much all units with a bonus versus infantry are more ideal when they're flanking, because no unit with bonus versus infantry are very heavy anymore. And when it comes to berserkers are pretty bad when it comes to rear hitting clumps, because sometimes they won't even continue chopping their way through the blobs. They'll just go after routing units. So do dogs, and in some cases elephants. Hi Ferten. Why can't I play this faction in my campaign? Do you have the Hannibal at the Gates DLC? This is the Hannibal at the Gates campaign. Basically, the map is different from the Grand Campaign. You have Italy over here with Sicily or Magna Graecia. You have Carthage, and then you have Spain and Portugal. Yeah, so if you buy this, if you buy the DLC, you'll get access to the campaign, and you'll get access to 3 new units, the Aravaci, or the Aravacia as it's called, which is the faction that I'm playing as. You get the Lusitani, which are over here, and you get Sicily, which is over here. The campaign's pretty fun. If you have the money to, I suggest that you get it. You don't have to though.
For the tribe! Thirsty for battle! Thirsty for battle!
Now where was I? So 3 of the 6 Germanic melee units have a club, right? One of them, then there's another unit, the Berserkers, which have the bonus versus infantry longsword.
I speak as the sword cuts.
And so the Germans, therefore, because I just mentioned that bonus versus infantry units benefit more from flanking than fighting units frontally. That's how they're cost effective. In that case, you have to flank and hit from the rear with club units, or units with a bonus versus infantry, except for berserkers, because they might not be cost effective if you do that. So now after patch 17, the Germans got changed the most. Most of their masses have been reduced, but their speeds have been increased. The Germans in a frontal fight will not win against any Gallic faction, not even the Nervi, because the Nervi are pretty fierce themselves. Their core unit, Fierce Swords, have 40 weapon damage and 41 melee attack. And although that melee attack isn't good enough to defeat Bloodsworn or Wolf Warriors, like Bloodsworn will have 48 melee attack against infantry. The weapon damage is more than enough. They have 15 more weapon damage than Bloodsworn. So, of course, that means that you have to find a way that you don't fight the unit frontally. That's where the spear wall comes in. Spear wall. One second. sorry about that. Where was I? So yeah, so
Thirsty for
in a
battle.
frontal fight, the Germans will not win against the Gallic factions. Against the RDA, it's possible, but it's highly unlikely. Against the Drissens, probably not, except when you put Bloodsworn and Oaths, Bloodsworn and Thracian warriors together because they cost the same. Bloodsworn will beat Thracian warriors, even frontally, because they have precursors. If you don't use the precursors, then Thracian warriors will win. But if you do, then the Bloodsworn will win. Anyway, so it's possible for you to win against the Drissens in that sense. When it comes to Tylus, probably not, because they're very tanky. You'd be better off using your skirmishers, and against the Getae, it's probable. Now against the Nomads, who are also barbaric, it's hard. Very, very hard, because the Nomads are all cavalry. Cimmeria is a mix of Nomad and Greek, or Hellenic. But
For the tribe. We need good fighters.
they don't have a heavy emphasis on cavalry as the Nomads do. The Nomads are fully barbaric, so they are also barbaric, but they are all cav, no infantry, which means that already a lot of your units won't work on them, or won't work well on them. So yeah, the Germans do have a hard time in that sense, and it's really, really hard to win as
Ready for battle.
the Germans against the Nomads, because of the fact that
Some are both great.
they're going to outmobilize you anyway. However, against the Gallic factions, most Gallic units are slow. When I say slow, I mean they're not medium fast, they're not heavy fast. Berserkers are heavy fast, even though they have the Berserker entity. Bloodsworn are light fast, so are Celtic warriors, but it's not important. So this means that the Germans will outpace the Gauls overall. Now, of course, you have naked warriors and naked
On
swords.
the move, lads.
Arverni, Nervi, and what's the other faction? The Boii all have naked warriors. The Galatians have naked swords. All of those are anti-infantry units. So they're pretty good against infantry. Those are light fast, like Bloodsworn, Club Levy, Spearwoman, Spear Wall. All of those are light fast, so you have to be careful of those still. However, they don't have any base armor like Berserkers. So if you go past their shield, then it will be full weapon damage. So you'd be better off using archers to take them down. If you need to, use javelin men, but archers are better. So how do you win as the Germans against...
Death in battle. There is no finer ending.
How do you win as the Germans against the Gauls, then? You outflank them. Even their cav is a lot weaker than Gallic cav. All Gallic factions, I think, have noble horse. Galatia does, so yeah, all Gallic factions have noble horse. All Gallic factions have an anti-infantry specialist, or an anti-infantry unit. The Nervi have an anti-cavalry unit. And when it comes to cav, in general, the Germans will lose. However, the Germans still outpace the Gauls when it comes to that.
We take this settlement for the tribe.
1 unit of Scutari, 2 Iberian Cav, a bunch of Iberian Spears. Alright. In any case, you do have to use, you have to micro the Germans more than you have to micro the Gauls. But it's a lot worth it. It's really worth it. If you get Wolf Warriors to hit the rear of a unit, that's like a huge morale debuff because they have the fear attribute. Of course, with all fear units, using them to hit a unit in the rear causes debuffs. I find that it's bigger than if it was another unit, but it might just be me.
Iberian swords!
Now, like I was saying earlier, Iberian warfare is different than other warfares, and that's true with all cultures. The RDA prefers spears. They like to steal some Greek units and make their own Greek units.
Warriors ready! They will bleed. Warriors ready!
Jeez, oh yeah, that's my only spear unit. That's right.
Orders!
Thought I had Scutari spearmen, but I didn't.
Noble cavalry!
Scutari spearmen are pretty good. Iberian Cav are really good, but their armor means that they're not going to last long in combat. They also get massacred on a charge.
Noble cavalry!
That seems good. Iberian swordsmen. And, okay, so enough about the Germans. Let's talk about the Iberians, the Arvasi, and the Lusitani. Let me just go through the speech first, and then I'll go through that.
Prepare your positions, my brothers. This opposition shall try and remove us from this ground. Make sure you can hold it. Parry
Enemy
and
reinforcements approaching.
shut these weaklings down. Do not give in.
On average, the Iberians like mobility and
Battle!
melee attack and melee defense over armor and weapon damage. Mind you, their weapon damage is pretty good. It does fall short of the longsword, but it's pretty much as strong as the Romans, and also as strong as Royal Peltasts, who have 36.
Noble cavalry!
So yeah, again, they prefer melee attack and melee defense, which means that they like to be more mobile. They do not like armor that much, but some units will have good armor.
Noble cavalry! Charge! Warriors eager for blood!
Scutari!
Shieldmen!
Scutari! Fearless warriors!
Shieldmen!
Our general is under attack.
Swift horsemen! Warriors eager for blood!
Brave fighters ready! Missile warriors! Iberian cavalry!
Iberian swords!
Ooh, that was
We
pretty nasty.
hunger for blood and battle! Riders, advance!
Warriors ready!
Spears!
Iberian
Orders!
cavalry!
Quickly now! Kill! Kill!
We hunger for blood and battle!
Noble cavalry!
Ready for battle!
Noble cavalry!
Warriors, move up!
Iberian swords!
Slingers!
Gotcha!
Scutari! Warriors ready!
Spears!
Where's my other cav unit? Oh, there they are.
Iberian cavalry!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ready!
Noble cavalry!
Mark Echo! All right! Warriors ready!
Noble cavalry! Riders ready!
Ready for battle! Iberian cavalry!
Advance at speed! We'll kill them all! Iberian swords! Swift
Battle
horsemen!
ready! As you say! Spears!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Wasn't paying attention there.
Iberian cavalry!
Swords! Mounted death!
Slingers! Iberian cavalry!
Understood!
All right!
Gotcha!
Orders!
Ready! Forward! Mounted warriors!
Fire!
Shieldmen!
Yeah!
Butako!
Break up! Get out! Orders! Fire on them! Battle ready and eager! Scutari! Charge!
Noble
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Orders!
Noble cavalry! Iberian swords!
Iberian cavalry!
Battle ready and eager!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ready! Battle ready and eager!
Noble cavalry! Riders forwards!
Riders ready!
Noble cavalry!
Iberian cavalry!
Noble cavalry!
Scutari! Kill! Warriors ready! Back!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Missiles ready! Iberian cavalry!
Noble cavalry!
Cavalry! Scutari! Deadly missiles ready! Warriors eager for blood!
Noble cavalry!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Pierce their hearts! Scutari!
Noble cavalry!
Iberian cavalry! Slingers!
Shieldmen!
Iberian cavalry! We hunger for blood and battle! Scutari!
Noble cavalry! Riders advance!
Orders!
Kill!
Slingers!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Fearless warriors! Mark Echo! Warriors ready! Slingers! Iberian cavalry!
Noble cavalry! Riders!
Scutari! All right!
The enemy general is dead.
Slingers!
Noble cavalry! Riders forwards!
Scutari! Move it!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Warriors ready!
just finish up. Took more casualties than I wanted. Oh well. It happens sometimes.
The enemy general is dead.
What a wonderful way to open up the campaign, though. Anyway, soon I'm going to pause the stream because I have to go and do something. Darn, I'm not strong enough.
Run! Warriors all! Ready for orders! Getting on our way!
I'll just abandon trying to go back. That's alright. Anyway, let me just pull up one of the things because I'll end it soon. Jeez. Yesterday I was talking about missile block chance, but I didn't get to finish it. I mean, it wasn't too important. This gives land battle speed, so let's do that.
Thirsty, get moving! We need good fighters! Ready for battle!
Now, as you probably know, speed is very important. Mass is also very important. Mass is important for surviving cavalry charges, not infantry charges. Mass is also important if a unit tries to disengage, like tries to go through you, especially cavalry. A unit with a higher mass will hold them out, hold them a little bit longer. However, a lighter unit will, if they wanted to chase after the unit, they'd be able to. Especially very heavy units, so you have to be careful of that. And so on. Now, the speed in Rome 2 when it comes to infantry goes from 3.6 to 4.4, 3.6 being the slowest. Usually those would be very heavy units. I think even the Spartans now are considered super heavy. So it would probably be the Spartans. 3.8 I think is very heavy. 4 is heavy. Medium is 4.2. Light is 4.4. However, I could be wrong about that. It might be that Spartan super heavy and very heavy have the same speed. If that were the case, then super and very heavy would be 3.6. Heavy would be 3.8. Medium would be 4.0. Light would be 4.2, and very light would be 4.4. Very light fast would be 4.6. So tribal warriors are now very heavy fast, so they have the speed of heavy units, which is good for them. I'm gonna end the stream in about 10 minutes. I will start it again in maybe like 30 minutes or 40 minutes. So if you want to watch the stream later on, you can. Carthage hates us right now.
For the
Fine.
tribe.
We do have to move forward though. I should have got Scutari Spearman. Scutari Spearmen are pretty decent. I mean, their melee defense isn't that good, but they do hold the Scutari, no, it's not the Scutari shield, what am I saying? They and Scutari have the same shield, which is the Celtic shield. Although it doesn't look like the shield that the Arverni have, they are the same model, according to the game files. Both of them give 40% missile block chance, whereas the Hoplon gives 50, as well as the Scutum.
Ready for battle.
Now I'm going to link the shield values, including the missile block chance in the chat. I think it works. I found it on Google, so it should.
Darkness gathers, but you can be the light for my people. I ask humbly for a treaty.
If it doesn't work, let me know.
Thirsty for battle.
I have to find a faction to fight now. Carthage is okay with us, but we have to.
Warriors.
Let's try up north. Kel-Siberian Cav will be useful. Right now, because I have the money to do it, why not? Soon I'll have access to Painted Warriors, which is good. Now, Iberian Warfare is really weird. When I first got Hannibal at the gates and I played as Carthage, I was,
My people can only dream of wealth like yours. Can you know?
I was kind of taken aback.
Darkness gathers, but you can be the light for my people. I ask humbly for a treaty.
Okay, I don't have an... Gee, I don't know about that. Because they have a defensive alliance with the Lusitani, it's probably a good idea. When I first got Hannibal at the gates and tried to play as Carthage, I was kind of taken back because of how weird the warfare was compared to the other barbarian factions. And I mean, this is before I got the Black Sea colonies. And maybe after I got Pirates and Raiders. But Iberian Warfare stresses mobility, you know, flanking somewhat. But it also stresses the need to close your distance. The Adrissans have to close their distance too, but these guys have to do it more because most of their units don't have the best of armor.
Ready for orders.
Scutari can beat chosen swordsmen, and there is a 80 talent difference between them. And the only reason they can beat them is because of their good melee attack and decent melee defense. Chosen Swordsmen have better melee defense just by 2 though. They also have 5 more weapon damage. I think they have a better charge, I could be wrong. But their melee attack isn't as good as Skutari. Skutari have 8 more melee attack than Chosen Warriors.
Thirsty for battle.
These guys are they are faster than Chosen Swordsmen. Chosen Swordsmen aren't like Celtic Warriors. They are a little bit different. Let me just make sure that they are not light like Celtic Warriors. No, they're heavy. They're not heavy fast though. So that means that they're slower than Berserkers, which is fine. It's not a big deal.
Ready for orders.
Of course, I don't need noble fighters. Painted warriors, however, are pretty useful, so getting those would be a good idea. 2 of them will do. Salduba. Those are standing with them.
We have need of talk,
Yes.
I'm sure. But we also need good food, a warm fire, and warm women.
Okay, I don't need anything from them right now. See, that's a problem. They have an alliance with the Cantabria, which I think is somewhere over here. Because modern day Cantabria is right here. Modern day Cantabria is right here, so this is probably them. And then Volcay's up here. I think it's here. So I'm going to risk it for you guys.
Well met, friend. Sit and let
No
your
allies.
words...
Nothing of that sort. However, if you want to see me fight these guys, you'll have to tune back in later because I have about 4 more minutes before I have to do something.
I offer this in the name of our people. Let this be a sign of goodwill to come.
The Volcay are Gallic, so we're looking at Celtic warriors. Probably a corner of spearmen. Painted warriors have less melee defense, and I think it's because of their shield, the shield difference. Dirty shield melee defense. Maybe they have the same shield. It's just that their base is less.
Some are born great. We have simple needs. All we ask... My people wish to offer you this gift of gold, if you will take it.
Thirsty for battle. For the tribe. Ready for battle. Concealed from view.
I think I got spotted.
Ready for orders. Warriors all. On the move, lads.
Remember that the Scutari, not the Scutari, the Aravasi are also part Celtic themselves. They're Celtic and Iberian. So they have two traditions in one. Good cav, decent swords.
I offer this in the name of our people.
Ready for battle. That path is blocked. Attack! Ah! Is there nothing else? Thirsty for battle.
Last time I focused on being a strategist. This time I don't think I'm going to do warrior. Let's try commander. That's assuming that my general survives long enough to be a commander.
Laying siege to their hovels. For the tribe. Ready for battle.
Alright, so I'm going to stop the stream here. I'm going to stop it here, but I'm going to come back in about 40 minutes, let's say.
For the tribe.
So in that time, you know, so I'll give myself until, actually let's not say 40. It might be an hour. I have to go to the grocery store and come back. So let's say about 12:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back. Alright, so I'll just save this here. Because I completed like a bunch of campaigns. And I said that I was going to complete a bunch of campaigns too. Whoops, not Caesar and Gaul. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. So sorry that I have to end it so shortly or so quickly, but I'll be back really quick